So, there we go. So, welcome to another episode. Who's nuts? We're going to talk about who's nuts. We're going to talk about who's crazy. You guys want to, if you guys would just shut up, and leave us alone, and maybe I would shut up, but you guys don't seem to know how to shut up. So, let's look at some things. And I'm going to make it a point to put some links in the description, so we'll see. So, I like to have fun. I have an odd sense of humor, a strange sense of humor. So what? No. Frankly, I like it. And you guys actually liked it. Don't forget that you guys liked it until we started criticizing you and outing you for what you really are. So be careful about what you say. Let's see. How many acts of violence have we seen? You guys have pulled guns on each other, knives on each other, choke, beat, kick each other, make threats against each other, make threats against the police, make threats against other people, including my late wife and myself. But you just generally don't call the cops when you beat each other up, when you beat your spouse or who's supposed to be your spouse. But you do these things. So who's nuts? You run around bullying people, spying on neighbors. Again, I'm going to try and provide a link to that as well. You hack people's accounts, their email and your Facebook and other accounts. You make fake profiles, pretending to be us in some cases, and then you accuse us of doing things that you're doing. We're not doing them, but you're doing them. And then, oh my goodness, Ian, you can't keep things straight, can you? You're not very honest, are you? Let's see. One day you say you have no problems with pedophilia. And then another day you say you do have a problem with it. Well, which is it, Ian? Make up your mind. One day you hate the cops. The next day you don't. Or you claim not to hate them. I've been to events. My late wife and I have been to events with you guys. Remember, we used to be a part of you, if you want to admit it or not. Oh boy, the police show up and you start calling them pigs and other names. That's not. But then you'll do that one day, and you do cop blocking and stuff. I'm not totally against cop block. I think some of what they do is good, but I also find a lot of it very hypocritical because some of you guys will call the cops on people, won't you, Garrett? And what did the police tell you? Just shut up and get a life. You're not an anarchist, Garrett. I don't know if you even know what anarchism is. Okay. You call the cops on me? That's not what an anarchist does. An anarchist would find another way to deal with it. But then again, I don't think you're too bright. I don't think most of you are too bright. And then we have this one old boy. He walks around town talking to entities only he can see and hear. Yet he says smoking pot is all he needs. A lot of you say, a lot of you have very serious psychiatric diagnosis, and you say, oh, all I need to do is smoke some pot. No, it's not helping you. Believe me, it's not helping you. It's just not. One of your old boys is in. I don't know if he's in jail or prison. I'd have to go back and look for stealing guns from his own family, from his own father. This guy is one of the very violent ones. And hitting on my late wife. That's real good of you. Oh, goodness, let's see. I was walking in Keene one day, and one of y'all in the old jalopy kept going around the block and around the block, getting your cell phone camera. Like, what's your problem? And I finally stopped and gave you a good look, and then you all scattered. You freaks, you cowards. That's what you are. You know, bullies are usually cowards. Now, one day, my wife and I, we went over, we were coming out of the store in Keene, and we go over by the car, and there you are, Garrett. What you doing by our car, boy? Huh? What you doing by our car? You took off running when you saw me. You don't need to be messing with our car. What about y'all putting graffiti on street signs in my town? Lucky you didn't get caught on that one. You know, remember I told you that we bought CCTV cameras, you know, cameras to protect us. And what were y'all doing? It wasn't a very good camera, or it's not a very good camera. What were you doing under my car? I found out what you were doing under there. You loosened the plug on the oil pan. But you know, there is something right here, of course, that I keep. You know, I keep it right here because anything that you guys might try to do that's really stupid, like kick in the door or come through the window or something like that. You know, and yeah, I would expect that of you because that's the kind of people you are. You know, somebody, you tell people, oh, we have a community, we take care of each other, which is another lie. You don't take care of each other. And they come up here thinking, oh, you know, I'm going to be a part of a community. And then they get depressed, they become suicidal, and you guys tell them, oh, we're all individuals, we're all individuals. You know, I don't care if you kill yourself. And then somebody does commit suicide, and you say, good riddance. Oh, really? That's sick. That is crazy. That is nuts. So what, I have a good sense of humor, an odd sense of humor, but a good one? And you want to call me crazy? I'm not the crazy one here, people. You are. I mean, do you consider Jack Vale, Ed Bassmaster, the people who do Friday Night Cranks? You don't call them crazy. I do the same things they do. Actually, they do a lot of things a lot better than I do. But, you know, so we know who the crazy ones are, and it's definitely not me. But I think we do know, I mean, you do know who the crazy ones are, right? You! Yes, you. Anyway. Um, and then, you know, let's go back to this police thing. Free Talk Live puts up this meme saying, no, if you don't need the police, the next time you get robbed, call the neighborhood crack dealer. But then you'll turn around and say you hate the cops. Get it straight, you idiots. Get it straight. And goodness, what's his name? I forget his name now. Ian's co-host on Free Talk Live, even though they don't believe in freedom. He's a convicted killer. A convicted killer who did what his friend told him to do. Now he's doing what Ian's telling him to do. All of you, if you realize it or not, you are doing what Ian is telling you to do. Now, as for Stop Free Keene, the only problem I have with Stop Free Keene is their attitude toward those of us who have a more libertarian perspective on things.